everyone has lots of dreams. As a child, I also had lots of dreams. You know, every poor people or as well as every beggars also have lots of dreams. So they always work hard for their dreams. Hi ladies and gentlemen, I am Sahan. This is my first junior Toastmasters speech. Let me to share my experience with you. When I was really young, I had a dream to make a robot. But at that time, I don't know how to make that. So I used to find how to make robots since my childhood. As well as I made some innovations using simple DC power motors. You know, every children use that simple DC power motors for their innovations, and it is a very fun gadget. And I want to make some advanced level innovations using that DC motor. Then I made grass cutting machines, and I made blenders, auto running cars, lorries, and so many things using that simple DC motor. After 2 months later, I saw a video of one of my best friends phone, and there was a drone video. I also wanted to make a drone like that. Then I used that simple DC power motors for that drone, but unfortunately it didn't work. So I was so sad about that. Then you know, if we want to make a drone, we want so powerful motors. That time those days I didn't know about that most powerful motors as well as, and I didn't have any device for searching that things from internet. Um, 2 years later, I was told by one of my best friends about the Luck Center. Then I also wanted to join with Luck Center, and next Saturday I came to Luck Center with my mom, and I had an opportunity to join with Luck Center. Then I was able to finish my first part of English course. Then I had an opportunity to join with that IT team also. There and I got some advantages from IT team also. Then I learned how to make softwares, and how to make computers, how to make games, and I learned how to I learned so many coding languages also. Then 2 months later, our Janaksa said us about a robotic competition, and we want. I was so curious about that, because now I could fulfill my dream somehow. Then we started to make that robot. Then if I say something about that robot starts, there was a line on the stage, and our robot have to follow that line. If there are some object on that line, our robot have to collect that objects. So while we were making that robot, we have to face lots of difficulties, because some components are so expensive. So we have to collect some money also, and we spend that money to buy that components. And somehow we made our robot, but that time we had a little coding knowledge, and we were unable to make a good code for our robot. So we discussed about our inabilities, and our Janak said, okay, don't worry about it. And Janak called to a good coder who called Dilip Jayawardhan, and he visited us, and he taught us about coding languages like JavaScript as well as Aruna. And then I was able to learn that JavaScript easily, as well as we made our robot completely. Then after 2 weeks, we went Colombo for our competition. Then I was so excited, because there are lots of international schools also participated for that competition. Then they also have laptops, and we had one laptop for a group. Then as well as they have lots of facilities. Then I was so confused, as well as then I was so scared, and the competition was started. Then we went on the stage, and I kept our robot on the stage, and our robot started to work. While it was working, there was an object on the line, but our robot was unable to collect that object. So we were unable to win from that competition. Then we came back to center, and we discussed about our inabilities. Then after 3 months later, again there was a competition in Colombo, and that time also we made a robot for that competition. If I say something about that robotic competitions task, there was a black line on a white stage, and our robot have to follow that line. And if there are some color coins on that line, our robot want to identify that colors, and as well as our robot have to collect that all of coins also. Then we made that robot somehow, and that time also Dilip Jayawardena sir visited with his friend who called Riyaj sir, and that time also we made that robot together, and after 2 months we went to Colombo for our competition. Then that time those days also lots of international schools participated for that competition, and then the competition was started. I went on the stage and we kept our robot on the stage. Then I turned on our robot. Then our robot started to work. While it was working, there were some color coins on the stage, and our robot was unable to identify that colors. But our robot was able to collect that all of coins also. So that time also we were unable to win from that competition. Then we were so sad about that, and we came back, and now during this corona pandemic we were unable to participate robotic competition, and we hope to participate to a competition, and we hope to win from that competition. And now I'm making some innovations using Arduino at home, and I made some innovations just like line follow robots, and automatic hand sanitizer, and game controllers, and so many things at home. And finally I would like to say, almost all guys have to find their turning point, as I think I found my turning point, and you should also try to find your turning point. Thank you.
ලක්කරුණ කණ්ඩායමට හොඳ උණුසුම් අප්‍රසන්නාදයක් ලබා දුන්න